Today on MOE'S Toy Room, we're going to unbox the very brand new from McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat Spawn Blood Feud Hunter variant, and also the exclusive Spawn action figure with axe. All coming your way. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, coming from my room to yours, and today we are going to unbox from McFarlane Toys double feature of Spawn action figures. Here we have the exclusive Spawn action figure with his axe, the harder to find one, and I got lucky getting this one even though the box is a little messed up right there. Somebody put like a tag. And also I just picked this one up at GameStop. This is the Blood Feud Hunter variant. This one is very hard to find and very sought after. I'm going to unbox these two today, no doubt about it. That we are going to compare the two because they are pretty much the exact same figure except for color variant. If you look right there behind their window of pain, there they lie in their plastic prison, the two of them side by side, looking really sharp. We're going to turn them to the side. You could see the difference in box styles. Different coloring, different nice photos on the back of each figure, how they could look in action figure form if you have the right background to present them like that. And also off to the side there, you have it right there. And the biggest difference is the name change. This one right here just says Spawn on it. This one says Spawn Blood Feud Hunter. They are both 22 points of articulation. And what we're going to do is we are going to get these guys out of their packages and we're going to be right back. All right, folks, so we're back. We got them completely out of their packaging, and here they are, the two of them side by side. And what I mean by them being the same figure is because they even bring the same weapon. They bring the Spawn axe that he uses. You could turn it around. It's the same exact thing. This one seems to have, this one has blood all over it. Same glow in the eye, same everything. The handles are pretty much exactly the same. This one just has blood on it. And then when you bring it over to the first version of it, the sword version, this too is the same exact figure. I reviewed that one also. It's in my library down. You got to look for it. But it has, this one came with the sword, which now I believe has been discontinued, so you might have to pay a higher dollar for this one on eBay if you want all the weapon variants to them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to review one of them because they are the exact same figure. So I'm going to review this one, and as you could tell if you look at the three of them, look at this, folks. This is the very first Spawn action figure from Todd Toys. And when you look on the back right there, it says Todd Toys right there at the top. This is the very first Spawn figure that came out, and look at what it has evolved into. Just greatness. I'm telling you, I have a lot of faith in Todd McFarlane. I know that he gives everybody their money's worth, and there's no doubt about it. I love when he puts out his product, and the best part is I love when I could find it. That's the hard part right there. So all right, folks, so it's review time. Here we have Spawn right here. I'm going to turn him to the side. How far can he move his head down? He can move it down fairly well. He can also lift it up fairly good. Seems like it's on a dumbbell joint. Can he turn it side by side? Yes, he can. Very nice. He did that Michael Myers. Can he do the Linda Blair and turn it all the way around in The Exorcist? Yes, he did that. All right, so we are going to go to his right arm with that. And as you could tell, these arms lift really well. So he has that. And the reason for that is because what McFarlane has given us is, you see that extra, there's like an extra hinge in there, like an extra butterfly joint that's in there, they call it. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but it's right here. And what it does is, you could kind of see it from right there, is it makes that shoulder swivel, move everything else. So it has that, and then it also has that bicep swivel, which is super nice. This figure comes with double jointed elbows, which is super cool. And then his armor right here that's on his arm is really hard. It's hard plastic, so it's really tough. So if you have small children in the house, be careful because this might do some damage, okay? You don't want them putting this in their mouth or anything else or poking their eyes or anything with that because, you know, this is not designed for a small child at all. I'm going to tell you that right now. And then when you look in his hand doesn't have much movement. It could turn side to side. He does have that like small ball joint on there, a small like hinge to move it. But with this armor that goes over it, there's no way that that's going to happen with this figure. But I'll take the armor over it over presentation any day of the week because, hey, I'm not going to put this guy in battle. I'm going to display him. We're going to go to his left arm right here. Same exact thing. He has that shift. I don't know if they call it a hinge or extra hinge or butterfly hinge that's in the shoulder right there that makes that shoulder move around like that. And then when you go down, this one also has that bicep swivel, even though it has some more spikes right there. They're super hard on this figure. This figure is so detailed. And then right here, when you look at the arm, he has that double jointed elbow. If this is the first time hearing this, a double jointed elbow is where you have a pin here and a pin here right below the bicep area. So it allows that elbow not only to shift once, but it will shift twice to give it that extra oomph to get it up there. Okay, that extra bicep pose. And then when you go down right here, you have Spawn's armor, which is super hard. Like I said, just like the other hand, and it goes over his hand. Actually, it doesn't. This hand got a little bit more mobility to it, but still the armor just goes right up to that hand and you can't really get that movement out of it. But I will take the armor over the movement right now any day of the week. Now, the part that makes his figure pop is his cape. His cape, he has that extra stand up right here that makes him look really cool. Got that Count Dracula, I'm a superhero, I'm a badass villain thing to it. And when you turn it around, you look at the acid wash to it that they have done, the paint scheme, everything that the artwork on it, which is super nice. But when you look at the color variant, you can see the difference there. You see that? The Blood Feud Hunter variant. This one's a lot more redder. This one's a lot more typical Spawn comic book action figure right here. Really nice. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to, can I get this guy? Is this guy ready to fall over or something? I'm going to check that out with all the detail with the chains. He has the little skulls right there that are holding on his cape. This cape is soft vinyl, so it's really super nice. And when you lift the cape, even the back of this figure is super detailed. There is not an ounce of detail that says Spawn on it that this figure does not have. McFarlane and McFarlane Toys have went all out. Now, if you go right below his chest cavity right here, he has this etch in there on his chest. It's super nice, but they have blended it in with the rest where you can't even tell that there's like a joint right there that gives him that swivel, that movement. Let me get him off the stand. And then also at the waist, he could turn here all the way around. And then at the waist, he should turn again, and he does. He turns again at the waist. But if you could look closely, look at the chains on here with the little spikes that are on it. That is a soft vinyl, so it's not real hard, but it comes off the figure, it drapes, it gives proper presentation to this figure, makes this figure just pop. I mean, you could see that. I can move it around. It's really nice. Now, when I go right below here, we're going to go to his right leg. His right leg, can he hit the Anderson Silva kick? Yes, he can very well. The one he knocked Vitor Belfort out. We're going to turn it to the side. He seems to have that hinge at the very bottom right there that gives him great mobility to where he could do that Bruce Lee kick, the one that he landed on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Game of Death. And when you look to here, does he have that double jointed knee? Yes, he does. You can see the pin there, a pin there. So it should allow the knee to go there, and then it will go the extra mile. Does he have a upper thigh swivel? No, he doesn't, but he has some swivel at the hip area joint. Does he have a swivel or any kind of rocker at the knee? No, he does not. He does not have anything right there with these spikes. These spikes are really hard, but his footwork goes up, down, very nice. Pop at the toe, super cool feature that they do. A lot of people don't like that. I seem to like it because if you're doing photography with these figures, you can pose these guys and have them like coming off and they're jumping off to hit somebody with their axe or something. It just makes it makes it a lot easier for somebody that wants to photograph these things. Now, if you look here, he has his rocker in his foot, very nice. Okay, we're going to go to his right leg. Yeah, this is right leg. I just did the left leg, sorry folks. But his right leg, he also has that Anderson Silva kick. Well, it may be on your left, on your camera, however you're watching this, on your TV, on your phone. This is right leg, which may be on your left. Sorry for the confusion, folks. And then also he has a nice side Bruce Lee kick. Same exact thing. Double jointed knee, very nice. But the difference on this leg right here is he has that standard Spawn platform that Spawn wears over his leg. It's all the figures have it, and it has these hard spikes with it that are just super hard. So please be careful don't let children play with this, okay? And then not much mobility in the foot. It can go down really well, but it won't go up because it blocks it. But I will take presentation over that any day of the week. But it has all the same features to it, but just this thing is in the way. All right, folks, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at these two side by side. You could see the color scheme on the two of them. This one has the gold chains. This one has the silver. This one has the gold all over the spikes. This one has silver all over. This one's more of like a tannish color with blood all over it. And this one is the standard Spawn. I believe in order to get this color variant, when you play the game, you have to be a high level player to open up this skin to keep winning. So for some of you that have this on your game, hey, you're a pretty good Mortal Kombat player. My son brought that to my attention. So, hey, I just thought it was a typical Spawn variant, you know. But hopefully this is as far as the variants go. A lot of people are hoping that Todd McFarlane goes and he puts out all silver ones or all gold ones, like he did with some of his DC Multiverse figures. I hope he doesn't do that, because when he did it with these, I didn't buy them back then and I won't buy them again. They just look too cheesy to me. But the way that these two sit right here, this is perfect presentation. Todd McFarlane, please keep up the good work. And McFarlane Toys, everybody there, pat yourself on the back. Hey, like I said, if I was able to meet any of you guys, I'd love to buy you guys a drink, because I have been a fan of yours for a very long time. Let me put his axe in his hand to see how good he can hold it. All right. I can't get this thing. There you go. All right. And also I want to mention that they brung a stand that also reads Mortal Kombat on the bottom. I love that touch that McFarlane Toys has given us, because a lot of us like to pose our figures. We're not just going to leave them in the box and watch them just, you know, suffer in there. You know, you got to give them their freedom, man. They're to be displayed or played with, you know. And there you have it, folks. These Spawn action figures, all three of them side by side. I am missing one, and I'm missing the one that has the mace with it. It has the like mace baseball bat that has the spike sticking out of it. When I get it, I will be sure when I do an overall review, because I bought into that Spawn thing, the Kickstarter. So as soon as I get that one, my Kickstarter in, I will definitely present it with the Mace version if I have it at the time. But if you can look at the evolution, it is there. And also, folks, don't forget, I will be unboxing the other alternate version of Sub-Zero and Baraka. They're coming your way this week. So leads us to this. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel and this is the first time you are viewing my channel, please do so and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that bell for notifications so you know when the next video hits. You can also follow us on Instagram at MOE'S Toys. That's MOE'S. That's MOE'S Toys. And also you can go on to TikTok at MOE'S Toy Room. Go to MOE'S Toy Room. Check us out on TikTok. We do a lot of crazy stuff on TikTok. It's just fun for everybody. All right, everyone, from MOE'S Toy Room to yours, good night.